Fala galera, bem-vindos a mais um vídeo deste canal. Eu me chamo Gabriel e hoje vamos ver a evolução do Duende no original Leprechaun.
Meu ouro!
E como essa animação é de um canal americano, eu vou estar legendando tudo para o português.
Beleza, beleza, beleza!
E é claro, não esquece de deixar um like aqui pelo meu trabalho e de se inscrever no canal também. Então, sem mais enrolações, roda a vinheta.
I come from the land of the Irish Spring. Dublin's the place where I learned my thing. From the Emerald Isle to your place in the hood, I'm the man of green, come to do no good.
The Leprechaun is a C-tier villain with an A-tier evolution, and there's nowhere he won't go to recover his gold. Let's go through his looks.
Essa série, tipo, ela foi envelhecendo que nem leite, né? A cada filme um pior do que o outro.
Red shorts, striped socks, and heeled shoes. He has craggy skin, curly hair, poor dental hygiene, a tiny top hat, and an affinity for shining shoes. He's bulletproof, can reattach lost limbs, mimic voices, use force powers, and teleport. After searching for his lost shilling, he's fed a 4-leaf clover that melts his skin before falling down a well that gets drenched in gas.
Jennifer Aniston.
Explosion.
Antes do Friends.
Sports a Robin Hood style getup, complete with cape and pointy hat, and his hair is longer and lighter. In this film, strangely, his nails are sometimes red. Fast forward 1,000 years, and he's back in his usual attire, but with a red and blue vest, a purpley lapel, puffy cuffs, darker shorts, smaller buckles, socks with thinner stripes, and he's extremely bald. His new skills include creating realistic illusions and shape-shifting. This time, he aims to claim a young bride, but is stabbed with an iron rod, blowing him apart. And the third...
O Duende tem 1 milhão de fraquezas, né? Cada filme tem uma fraqueza diferente.
...is removed, he's brought back to life. His lapel is no longer purple. His vest is a dark...
Um era trevo, o outro era ferro, agora é a corrente.
Brown. His sock stripes are even thinner. His shoe buckles are rounder, and his skin is more heavily dotted. He also dresses in a lawyerly outfit, religious robes...
Eu gosto do terceiro porque ele não se leva a sério.
...and magician's attire. This film also portrays him expanding people to explosion, and reveals that his bite, mixed with his blood, can turn his victim into a Lep-human hybrid. Lep hits Vegas in search of his booty. But when it's burnt, he sets ablaze. Leprechaun 4 introduces Leprechaun in a...
no Espaço.
Wooing a space princess. While his main look remains consistent, the buckle on his hat is more circular. He also wears a sheriff costume, safety helmet, and a hazmat spacesuit. After being obliterated and peed on, his spirit flows into the miscreant, allowing him to
Esse filme não faz o menor sentido, cara.
He has the power to create force fields now. He faces off against space marines, which accidentally enlarge him, but he's sucked into space and bursts apart. In Leprechaun in the Hood, Lep appears as a stone statue, again, gets awoken briefly, and then transformed into a different-looking statue. Years later, he's unleashed, but his skin is darker, his hair even longer, and he sometimes sports snazzy shades. His new powers consist of creating electrical currents and possessing people. He hits the hood looking for his magical flute, and then steps in to manage a rising rap star. And back to the Hood, Leprechaun's clothes are darker, and he wears a long coat, a frilly dress shirt, and a fancy cloak. His top hat is taller, and his face is slightly orange in tone. He lacks most of his powers, but his eyes can glow demon red. He's condemned and dragged into hell. Then, when his gold is discovered, he climbs out to reclaim it. But he gets crispin enough.
Ele tá sempre procurando o ouro dele, mas o que ele vai fazer com esse ouro?
The wet cement. The reboot, Leprechaun Origins, features a hunched...
Nossa, esse é o pior filme, cara.
...deformed face. He can be imprisoned by ancient monoliths and loves to feast on tasty people, but he's easily decapitated and promptly forgotten. Ignoring all the sequels, Leprechaun Returns opens with one of Lep's survivors accidentally ingesting his well water, leading to Lep's rebirthing. He appears shorter and sports a brown suit, socks with much thinner stripes, an overcoat covered in fungus, while his nose is hooked and his skin is green and he has yellow eyes, more curved ears, and longer hair. His hat is smaller and covers up a
Uma pena que nesse filme trocou o ator.
Move his face and also hide inside of his hat. Although sorority girls explode him to goo, he rematerializes as miniature clones and reforms as a full-size Lep. Eventually, the girls electrocute him to flames, leaving him in need of a crucial makeover. And now, well, we wait for the Old West reboot to complete this...
Nossa senhora, imagina? Bom, então é isso, né, galera? Eu espero que vocês tenham gostado. E se gostaram, por favor, não esqueça de deixar um like aqui no vídeo, se inscrever aqui embaixo no canal. Então eu vou me despedindo de vocês por aqui, mas vocês ainda podem me ver dando uma olhada nesses outros vídeos que vão aparecer aqui na tela final, beleza? Um grande abraço pra todos e fui!